It's that time of month again to do my unboxing of the Wrestle Crate UK crate that I've received. This is the second month that I've received, and I know a couple of items, at least about 3 items, that are actually in there. There's supposed to be a item from WWE star Apollo, formerly Apollo Crews. I have seen that there is a print of another WWE superstar in there. Try to avoid spoilers exactly what is in this box, but I'll unbox it. Again, this is not sponsored or advertised, because I have actually bought this myself. I can't kind of redo this video, I will say, just because of the noise of the school. It's dinner time right now. Just rack it and suddenly right through during the video, so kind of restarted a little bit again. The first one, the t-shirt, kind of put it back in the plastic a little bit there. It is a t-shirt from two Australian born wrestlers, it seems. I think I've heard of these guys a little bit. Mark Davis and Kyle Fletcher, Aussie Open. It's a t-shirt with the shadow of the Sydney Opera House and the Sydney Harbour Bridge. I'm not sure whether it's got whether that's the official name of it, but I hope you can see that there. So that's why I opened up for some huge screams that put me off over the road. So there's a cardboard tube in here. This will be, this looks like it's the Finn Balor print, which is good. As I said, WWE superstar. I kind of try to avoid spoilers. Try to avoid the hashtag WrestleCrate UK or at WrestleCrate UK, which is the official Twitter page. So I didn't know exactly what was in this, but I did see this being included, which is good. Finn Balor. And not had a chance to meet him. He was at the Fear and Loathing ICW event a couple of years ago now, even last year maybe. But WWE wouldn't allow him to do the meet and greet. But really good looking print there. Really good looking. So that'll be kept. That might actually be kept if I get an opportunity to go and meet Finn Balor and get him to sign it or something. Next up in here, there is a cartoon DVD. Looking Rick and Morty. Is it Rick and Morty? Rick and Morty. I'm thinking Morty, I think is the name of the cartoon. The Wrestle Quenchers. The first ever interdimensional mystery portal match, January 13th, 2018. So it's also very recent. Yes, it's from Pro Wrestling Chaos. So this is an event. Seems to be an event they did. The cover, I think, is designed by Riot Duck, all one word. They must be the ones that designed the front cover. It looks good actually. I'm not really Rick and Morty fan, but it's that kind of grungy kind of looking cover. A few matches on Will Ospreay's on it versus Dick Riley. First interdimensional portal match. Ginny versus, who was that? Sophia Ari, I think that's pronounced it. Maiden of Chaos Championship match. So there's obviously a Pro Wrestling Chaos event. So I'll get watching that sometime. I haven't watched both. Only little bits of the DVDs that I got last month. Everything seemed to be really busy this month. A advert for Southside On Demand. It says 1 month free. There's a promo code. If you go onto their website, onto the website for it, Southside. Also one of them popular UK promotions. Features like El Ligero. There's Kaylee Ray on it. I think that's Gail Kim and the thing. A couple of guys. I can't exactly. I'm not entirely sure what their names are, but as I don't want to get them wrong. But certainly seems like an advertisement 1 month free of their on-demand service, which is actually quite good. I've not really checked out Southside a lot. This is a lapel pin, the next item. The Kiwi Buzzsaw Travis Banks. Now, he seemed to be, again, another one guy I've not seen live, but he's gotten a lot of buzz about him recently. Travis Banks, I think it was, yeah, it was CG Banks or something that was up here with no relation, I don't think. Could be wrong, but Travis Banks is another wrestler I've seen getting a lot of coverage online, on social media recently. A lot of buzz about him. So that's a Wrestle Crate official collaboration lapel pin with the Kiwi Buzzsaw Travis Banks. So that is there is the Wrestle Crate champion. I'll put up about that in a moment, because I'll do a little bit of filming. I'll put the video, add that video to it so you can see it better than just me holding up the figure. An issue of Wrestle Talk magazine. Wrestle Talk, I believe this is related to the Wrestle Talk YouTube channel. I believe it's Alex Shane and the likes that run it. The YouTube channel. I believe he's maybe still involved. They used to be on television, of course. I think, well, I believe this is issue 3 of the magazine, and this is their most recent issue. Which actually, I've been actually meaning to check out an issue of Wrestle Talk magazine, because I keep seeing it advertised. I know some people, oh, this is a subliminal thing, or that's you kind of falling for it, but actually, genuinely, there's a kind of a dearth of wrestling magazines. There's FSM, there's WWE Kids magazine, which is obviously not my kind of style. Although I do have a friend that actually works on that, and works on several magazines for DC Thompson's, the local publisher. There is, but it is a magazine. Looking at it now, it does actually. Yeah, it looks very much similar to the layout, in which I've heard this about Wrestle Talk magazine the last couple of issues. It's laid out a lot like the Power Slam magazine that we used to get. Power Slam magazine is a reference that some people may not get. It was and I think this is certainly inspired by it, because one of the guys, one of the contributing writers is Findlay Martin. And I believe that might have been the gentleman that ran Power Slam for many years. But Power Slam is a magazine, and it looks similar to the Wrestle Talk magazine. I'll let you see this again, so that you see the cover with Asuka on it. But Power Slam was a magazine that I think many UK fans got to know about promotions from Japan, ECW. It was very international. It covered UK stuff, but also covered WWE, WCW, ECW, Japan, some stuff sometimes about Mexico, so international. It was a really good magazine. I've got quite a few copies somewhere. I've got quite a few copies of it, so I'll give this a read, because there is FSM and there's the online websites obviously, but there's a little dearth of wrestling magazines right now, so I'll definitely give that a reading, because I like reading opinions as well, because a lot of the news, unfortunately for magazines, tends to be older by the time it comes out. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent there. The next item is this Apollo Crews. It was 8x10, or I'm not sure the size, but it's hand signed. It looks to be hand signed. He was doing a couple of, I heard about this. I believe he did a few when he was in the UK recently, signing these. So that was also for Wrestle Crate. So that's good. The hand signed Apollo Crews thing. I've not met Apollo. I didn't get the chance to see him on the independent scene before he signed with WWE. So the next up is the guide. I think maybe next month, because I don't know a lot about some of these guys, including this is the kid. This is the Kid Lycos vinyl figure, and I'll put up video now. I'll take video after I record this. I'll put it in now. I really don't know a lot about Kid Lycos and his partner Chris Brooks, who's going to be next month's Wrestle Crate champion, as they're calling it. Heavy Crate champions of Wrestle Crate. There's at least about 3 in the series, I think, so far. I think one next month with Chris Brooks, which you can actually see on his Twitter page. I'm not sure what his, I can't remember what it is now. But I don't know about much about these guys. First of all, I will say, I mentioned it last month. I talked about the Jim Smallman on a podcast. It's called the Tuesday Night Jaw Podcast. And Kid Lycos and his partner Chris Brooks has been on it recently. Haven't listened to the episode yet, so I don't know very much about them. It's kind of in the list of in the kind of list of podcasts that I've got to listen to, because doing various things, I'm quite behind on what I wanted to do this month, including doing these YouTube videos. But I will listen to that Tuesday Night Jaw, the Tuesday Night Jaw podcast. Find it wherever you can get your podcasts, especially in iTunes and other places. So, I don't know about it, but the guide has a little bit of information. W. Ross, Apollo hand signed print, Travis Banks lapel pin, Demon limited run art poster, limited edition Demon art, was designed by Diffract exclusively for Wrestle Crate. It's an A3 poster, limited to only 1,300 prints and will never be reprinted. Wrestle Talk magazine issue 3, and the Southside On Demand trial. So that's what this month's Wrestle Crate is. It looks pretty good actually. I'm pretty happy with that. You've got another DVD to watch, the Wrestle Talk magazine to check out, and maybe talk about it on a separate video. But I'm going to be really busy this week again, so I don't know. But I might actually wait a while and actually do a separate video talking about some of the DVDs that I get through, because I at least said I'm going to keep these for a couple of months. At least, certainly about 3 to 4 months at least. I'm going to keep my subscription to Wrestle Crate right now, and so I might actually talk about the DVDs that I get that through the Wrestle Crate in a separate video at one point, and talk about them. But actually quite decent stuff, and so I'm quite happy about that. I think last month's was maybe slightly better. Maybe that's been kind of me more. Kind of the popular, more popular kind of side of wrestling at the moment, and not knowing a huge amount about some of the UK scene. But I'm really pretty happy with this month's crate, and I think it's good. I'm happy with the decision that I made to subscribe so far.